Narcissists constantly need and seek out narcissistic supply. But what is narcissistic supply? The constant need for control, validation, attention, and admiration the narcissists seek from other people can be narcissistic supply. Narcissists are individuals that are deeply insecure who feel completely empty on the inside. And that is the reason they look to the outside world for validation. But the supply that they get from others is never enough to fill that empty void. Narcissistic supply is their number one need. As important as humans need air to breathe, a narcissist needs constant attention to survive. Too much is never enough. The narcissist will never have enough supply in any relationship. Most will often have other secret relationships and/or addictions. They can use drugs, alcohol, sex, or material things in an attempt to fill the emptiness they feel. It can seem that no amount of supply will ever be enough for the narcissist. Narcissists believe that you should know when they want attention, the type of attention they seek, and they expect it in the way they want it. Unless you are a mind reader, you will never be able to give a narcissist the type of supply that is expected of you from the narcissist at any given time. It is emotionally, spiritually, and mentally exhausting to engage in these one-sided relationships. Narcissists have such high demands, unrealistic expectations, and take without giving. Material things, objects, and experiences can also be sources of narcissistic supply. They are often things that communicate how the narcissist wishes to be perceived by the outside world. They want other people to see them as successful and believe that other people want to be like them. Even their false thoughts of believing that those around them are eager to be like them gives them supply. This belief feeds their inflated ego, their false self. They believe their own delusions and expect those around them to play along. Narcissists are very superficial, and most will also use things such as expensive cars, houses, brand names, luxury holidays, their attractive physical appearance, their sexuality, and anything else that communicates success and idealization as a source of narcissistic supply. They can have a need to appear more important, more successful, more wanted, more powerful, and more beautiful than everyone around them. Conflict can also be another source of supply. The narcissist will bait their victims into conflict just to gain this form of attention. It gives them a sense of superiority by bullying and being able to affect another person's emotions. If their victim gets upset, the narcissist feels powerful, and if their victim gets angry, the narcissist uses the victim's reaction to twist the truth, paint the victim as the abuser, and use it to play the victim where they can gain sympathy as supply also. The reason the narcissist needs constant supply is because they cannot regulate themselves and their emotions. So they use people and things in the outside world to help prop them up. If others validate them, then they can feel validated. Relationships with the narcissist is a lot of work. It's one-sided, completely draining, and purely transactional. They are only willing to be your friend, or may appear to care about you only because they want supply. We are all just supply to the narcissist. If they cannot get supply from you, they will quickly move on to someone else who will give them what they want. They seek any form of attention and especially love anything that gives them a sense of superiority over others. It is not only those of us who lack confidence in who we are or do not have an understanding of our own self-worth who attract narcissistic relationships. Those who are confident and successful whom are not aware that narcissists exist and what they're about can also be targets. The narcissist can also tend to see strong-willed people as a challenge. They enjoy exploiting other people's success and taking down someone who they perceive as confident, powerful, and winning in life. By tearing other people down, it makes the narcissist feel powerful and in control of those around them, which is the opposite of what the narcissist actually feels about themselves deep inside. But it is most often the empaths who put other people's needs before their own that makes for easy prey to the narcissist. Empaths are always giving narcissists the benefit of the doubt, making excuses for their poor behaviors, giving sympathy to their victimhood stories, and always trying to be the bigger person in conflicts, often ignoring or forgiving the abuse. They also have a high sense of guilt and obligation, which the narcissist uses against the empath to get what they want. Narcissists are professional emotional manipulators and know how to use words to get what they want. And that is why they can lie so easily, because getting the supply they want is more important to them than being honest, having integrity, or caring about the fact that their lies are destroying other people's lives. They want their lies to destroy others because it makes them feel powerful. It feeds their ego, thus gaining themselves more narcissistic supply. The narcissist sees the empath's honesty and kindness as a weakness, and their gullible and naive ways as a great source of supply because they can be easily manipulated due to having these traits. But having these traits is not a negative thing. It makes us loving and curious about life. It only appears negative when we are not aware that the narcissist is exploiting these characteristics in others. That's why having knowledge of narcissistic behaviors and setting boundaries is important to help protect us from these delusional energy vampires. The empath's natural personality allows the narcissist to exploit and continue the psychological and emotional abuse without being detected, often because empaths like to always see the good in others and give everyone the benefit of the doubt. The narcissist knows this and uses it against the empaths to get what they want. As the narcissist seeks attention and admiration from others for validation, we too can have a tendency to seek validation from the narcissist, especially if we have grown up not receiving proper love and attention in our own upbringing. Our need to be accepted and wanted can keep us trapped in a toxic, codependent relationship with the narcissist. We must love ourselves enough to feel better on our own, rather than accepting to engage in narcissistic relationships. We also need to accept that we are just supply to the narcissist. And when we stay engaged in these toxic relationships, we are only enabling and validating the narcissist's false image, whilst losing ourselves and who we are at the same time. It is best to avoid these energy vampires if we can help it.